Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm super excited. This is season 7 of the Jared podcast. My name is still Ben Psycho.
And my name is still Wanjiru. We're so excited to be back. The last time we spoke was briefly in January, and then we took another break. And then now we're back, season 7. We're at a new studio. Do you want to explain to them what happened to our old studio?
Yeah, we're currently at
IR Studio. Yeah.
It's in London. we don't do Nairobi now, Anyway, we're in Nairobi.
We flew our guests to London.
It's a token. So if we invite you to our show, and it's first class. In fact, these guys we came with, they were asking for Uji first class. It was a lot of embarrassment, but that's story for another day. But the old studio, what happened is actually something very interesting. Somebody just bought up the whole building and they want to put apartments.
The most typical Nairobi thing to happen.
Yeah.
So
I would also have done the same.
Yeah, if it was my piece of land. So while we're figuring that out, our home will be IR Studio for season 7.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having us. We are excited to see where this journey goes and this partnership goes. Yeah.
Have you been, Wanjiru?
I've been good. Just the last time we spoke, my boy was, how many months? He hadn't clocked 3. He hadn't clocked 3 months.
Okay.
And now he's 6 months, he's eating, he's a big boy. So I'm happy. And you?
I think you were more excited when he started feeding because you fed him everything on day one. He had uji, milk, he had a mango.
I fed him everything.
And yogurt.
Where were you as a dad?
No, I gave him porridge as the doctor stipulated. And the doctor told us you grow into it slowly. By day 4, you were already buying new plates for him. And giving him yogurt, apples.
I was excited, okay?
And it was a bit hard on his.
I was excited.
On him.
How are you?
But yeah, he's growing. I'm great. I'm very happy. This is a new year. I'm very fresh. Just doing new things. Yeah. Working on my album.
I was about to segue into that. Tell us about your album.
Thank you for having me on
the
JDM Buzz. And the album is ready now, so it should be dropping probably in April.
Okay.
And then have the album launch in August.
Wait, we promise you an album from when Ben was probably...
No, this one is for real.
We'll wait to see.
Yeah, are you coming?
Keep it here. Do I have a choice?
Are you performing?
No.
The interlude. People need to watch out for the interlude because you're saying some nice stuff.
What?
You are on the album.
Oh, yeah. Am I?
Just like you are on the Jared EP, doing nothing.
All right, on today's show, do you want to introduce our guests?
Yes, now these guys are amazing. For season 7, we're going for depth. We're going for depth, clarity, and just people who are very wisdom. People are very vocal about sustainability. And we looked around.
And the youth.
And the future, climate change, recycling stuff. And the whole, fossil energy, not fossil fuel. And we just prayed about it and did some research. And who are our 2 guests on our first episode?
The Moya!
Hey! Wow!
You guys were the first guest that we ever hosted on the podcast.
Yeah.
And in the number of completion season, where your next first guest.
Seasons. And then we took a break from having guests. And so now that we're back to having guests, you guys are the first guests that we are having.
God.
It's like...
It's spiritual.
Have you ever heard of the term gaslighting for compliments? I feel like you're baiting us to be like, how honored we are.
You guys.
No, we love you guys, of course.
But I'm so shocked. When did Ben start talking like Maina Kageni? Because I'm just like, hey, welcome to the world. I'm like, who is this guy?
Gentlemen, boys and girls.
It's 2025, guys. It's 2025. And we have a new set. So just to complete the number of completion. It's not really not that funny. Like, the bayako, where ukisikia mtu amenitongoa,
Maina Kageni is wild.
Love ya.
You guys are matching.
Yeah.
Denim on them, even the shoes, they're on your balances. You'll send me that picture that you guys have taken on the t-shirt so that we can just show our
Fishy.
Yeah.
But we're so happy to be here. We love you guys completely, always. But season 7.
How have you guys been?
Done. Okay, shut up with the compliments. I hear you. I've been good.
What have you been up to? You've done so many big things.
That
I know of, but
that you've all been there for. I don't know why you're sure, but I think it's been an interesting time. I think we've done a lot of misunderstood gatherings. We had our first festival last year, which was very exciting, and
over like how many people came?
2,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. It is a lot.
In front of 2,000 people.
Even me, I don't know. I was like, what are we doing here? Also, so many people.
But you're also speaking.
Yeah, he was there.
Thank you, guys. It's not really hard at first, but you get used to it. I love crowds.
But I've been great. I've
Yeah.
been great. So
Congratulations.
so new year, looking for bigger things to do.
Are we having the festival this year?
We are, and
I
a
know
few
the
more
answer,
books
but-
as well.
yeah.
So we're hopeful.
Nyawira, what's God saying to you in this season? In this msimu?
Hey! Hey! Calendar.
What's God saying to you?
I don't know. I think just step out. Like, just do it. Don't be afraid. Be free in what you're doing and do it well. So I'm in that vibe now. So I came back to creating content. I mean, after a 3-year hiatus, it's a long
4,
break.
5?
That's toxic, actually.
It's
I think
very
you should
to-
apologize to you.
I did, and I have in every video. If you watch them, you'd watch and see that I've been apologizing. But I'm trying to get back in the rhythm, so I'm happy to be here
Yeah.
with you guys.
Yeah.
Nyawira is the Kendrick of content.
Takes a hiatus, comes back, and recently sold out shows.
Crazy.
It's wild.
Moji, how have you been?
I've been well as well. Just a gospel all day, all night. Yeah.
You've done.
Music.
There's one that you did earlier this year, and then by the time this goes up, you'll have done Dandora.
Yes.
How's that been?
It's been good.
Yeah.
I think the one for January was quite amazing.
Yeah, that was
it
really good.
That was, I think, just the gigs and you're actually on stage and you're like,
Yeah.
we're actually doing this. Because
Yeah.
it was me versus Daddy
Daddy
Owen.
Owen, yeah.
So old school versus new school. So
Yeah.
that was interesting.
I remember I was just doing this with Tawa nampeana kidogo, I go enjoy the gig, narudi hivi.
But
It was
we
really
can't say
fun.
the same for Ben because Loki, he was like the dancers.
Hey!
At one point, he's like, "Hey, Indio song, yeah."
I love old school. music.
Sana.
Yeah.
So you guys like you can say like your careers. You guys you're doing 2,000 people, 3,000. You're doing 5,000. The one at Umoja was around 10.
Dandora.
They're about.
It was around 10.
Yeah,
Umoja,
7,000.
Dandora.
The old one can go.
That was the first one, yeah.
The
yes,
first one
yes,
was more.
yes,
Like
yes.
you can imagine, like the
All those
little more here atatokea kama shazoea crowd. Jambo kila mtu huku. You've been waiting for me.
Takona point kama gati.
Baby comes out laughing crowds already.
Let's get into today's
Amen,
conversation.
Moji has not told us what God is telling him in this
yeah.
in this msimu.
Oh, in this season.
We'll have a msimu segment.
Hey!
Na utafanya kitu hapa ni shangae.
Salutia
Mliniita.
Well, I think for me it's the same thing Maya said. It's just stepping out.
Yeah.
I think for me last year a lot of things happened, but there are a lot of things that I really like wanted to do, but I didn't end up doing.
Yeah.
So this year is that liwe liwalo, like just
You're gonna do
stepping
that.
out. Yeah, if I've like God put it in my heart to do something, I'm like,
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna plan it. I'm gonna do it. So, and it will not be perfect. And I think that's what sometimes messes me up. And I know so many other people that sometimes you're like, it should be planned out so well for it to happen. But sasa this year niko like kufa makanga kufa dereva.
Yeah.
And iende.
And to be honest, what I always tell you, Moji, is that kickboxing is not that hard for you to just start. Just start. Like Kurusha Mguju is not that hard. Huwezi kuwa umepostpone for 4 years.
Ebu, let's get into
So much
this.
there to kickboxing.
That's what he wants
I was
to
really
do.
trying to remember when aliniambia hiyo kitu that
I'm going to be telling you, who have you been saying?
Moji amekuwa akiniambia ataka kufanya kickboxing.
atafanya Muay Thai by the way and I'll do it.
What's that?
Muay Thai ujui? Kamudoro wako.
Let's get into this
What's that?
conversation.
Genuinely?
Eh?
What's that?
You Google after this.
It's
utapost
like,
simu yako.
it's aggressive like kickboxing. It's intense.
Yeah.
But you telling people
Anyway, Jared, we
class
need more
one.
bouncers. So that's our
Might
cost.
as well.
We have one.
Today's conversation is when love is public. And there are a lot of public couples out there, but we admire you the most. So that's why we had you guys on
Top 5
for
most
this
recommended.
conversation. Love you guys. So the
don't pay you
conversation
enough.
today is when love is public.
Yeah.
And so all of us are living our love in one way or the other publicly.
That's right.
And so we're going to get into today's conversation. The jar is back. So the honors, you guys start.
When love is public.
Wow.
So it's in two ways we can look at it. There's a public show of love, like when you get married and all that. But there's also the aspect of when you're
The
living,
masses.
when you're living your life, your love publicly.
Publicly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the episode also applies to people who are not necessarily like public figures.
No. Yeah,
But
yeah.
like kujaficha mtu wako. Like,
Exactly.
unaonyesha tu kidole and it's this small one here. Right? Me
Kama
and
siku ya
my babe
kura.
at Masai Mara.
Kama sisi na Tawa, vile tunamwonyeshaga.
Eh, hapana wewe hujamuonesha hivyo. Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
Kakure ya kuvote.
Question number 1. This is a long one. A. Question number 7. A ring on
And
a
this is episode 7.
Season.
Alignment. Msimu.
Alignment.
completion.
Go.
A ring on a wedding day is a symbol of public display. If your partner stopped wearing it, would you feel some type of way?
Hey,
Even though nothing
thank
about
you for
him.
starting.
Yeah.
I don't know why Barack chose to write him. Even though nothing about him
Thank
materially changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Repeat that
sad.
question.
I'll
Repeat.
start.
No.
I've
Wait.
understood that
Just
question.
pass me the question. I'll read
understood
it.
that
question.
Why? Kwani hujaelewa? Nikusome tena.
My husband doesn't wear his ring anymore since your festival. Actually, he lost it the day before.
Are we okay, guys?
Exactly.
Okay.
I just
Clearly
lost
not.
it, but I'm still ordering one. It has to come from Dubai.
Why
He's not
Dubai?
ordering
But we
one.
got
He's not
And why
ordering one.
Dubai?
I know that. I have to surprise you. Sasa umeharibu mbele
So
ya
you
kila mtu.
surprise her by wearing your own ring.
No, I have to propose.
What are we doing here,
I can't
psycho?
propose with it. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had no thought.
I do feel bad that he doesn't wear his ring every day. Yeah.
He can look for a placeholder before you buy like the one that comes from Dubai.
It was rose gold, guys.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
No.
No, I'm
That one
replacing
hurts
it this year.
Yeah.
Are
It
you?
actually lost it when
This year, unamaanisha yani you have
insurance.
given yourself a deal December.
Sema hata 2 months. Wewe pia wewe jipende.
What's hurtful about it?
I'd like to hear
It's
also.
like a symbol of our love. Like for me, when we got married, rings were a big thing.
We know.
Yeah. And now
He's
No,
without.
I'll get it. I'll get
Okay.
my ring.
You want to get like, so your goal is that you don't want a knockoff until you get the real deal. That's why you're not getting one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I technically also don't.
Even I wouldn't want you to get a knockoff because it was a really nice ring.
That's such a
But now you
controversial
make a-
question to
Like
start
you-
this.
Is it a problem for you that you don't have your ring?
It is. I feel bad. Like sometimes I would be just walking somewhere, just touch my finger, and this just like
The memories start coming.
yeah. And people think I've sprained it, especially at the gym, but really, no. I just feel bad. Genuinely, I do. And I'm sorry.
So you're like,
Hey, do you dip it? Like no.
And then he takes you back to a wedding
Yeah.
day.
Shokutwa. But I'm gonna get
putting it on you.
Yeah. Most of the time, I end up wanga hivi. But I'll get my ring back. I lost it and it's not a good habit. Maybe it's because nasikia uchungu ya cost. To be very honest, nasikia tu uchungu ya cost.
so yeah, you always
Yeah,
high
because
five.
it wasn't
Hata always
cheap.
high five
It wasn't
wase.
cheap.
Siezi.
Aki high five wase.
Everything about you, everything I do reminds me of you.
I'm sorry. I need to get that question because I didn't even understand the question.
The question is,
You've already
is
answered
that a
it.
problem? Even though nothing about him has materially changed.
Okay.
Like you have not changed in the way that you treat Shiro, but yet you don't wear your ring.
Yeah, the question is me who's supposed. Oh no,
Yeah.
but you can also answer that
Yeah.
if I lost my rings.
No, I feel good when I see you in your rings because it just shows that you're.
Imagine that
you're
feeling.
capped.
I don't have it.
See, it's my time
I
to
don't
answer
have
the
it.
question.
I don't have that
What's
feeling.
up, energy?
Really, I feel good. I feel
Sorry.
good when I see her in the rings because it's a public. It shows publicly that you're off the market.
Must
Looking
be nice.
this good in this nice hair. Where did you get this hair? How about you tell us on IG? I'm gonna blush. Akatansamia mpaka April. Yeah.
Ah, you're too much.
So I feel good when I see you.
Yeah. That's the feeling I want to feel too.
Okay. Like Instagram. Okay, so I'll get it. So,
Okay, you guys.
I mean, you were always in our rings.
Yeah.
But I think I got some rings, I think when last year. Because so I've been like my fingers swell a lot. And so I've been feeling like I don't want to resize my rings. So I got myself some knockoff rings to wear. So when I tried to wear them, I was like, ooh, no, I don't like them. So I'm just trusting God for, an upgrade.
But you can
maybe a
resize
renewal.
Yeah.
Of the vows with something unique. I don't know.
I want new rings.
at 5 years.
I want new 5 years, yes, that's
Yeah,
the plan.
5
But
years.
yeah, but but I love my rings also.
Moji's like, that's next year.
No, but you can have them resized.
I can, but the selling hasn't been as consistent,
Oh,
so
okay.
I
So you
can't
don't
call
know.
for anything yet. No, but I think I really like my rings, and I also like that he wears his rings.
What causes the swelling?
I don't know. It's heat, but also just have fat fingers.
But they're beautiful.
But only
really
one
are.
time, Moji looked at me and said that I look like a certain person in the royal family. My husband, it's beyond people. Imagine
You
But you know, I don't feel pity for you
Yes.
because Nyawira, you're also very mean. You are, in fact, you're the meanest. So Moji, good job.
anakuwaga na shida. Yeah, hiyo nini.
For you, Moji?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like when I like to see her wear rings. One, it's you know, that aoneshana ameolewa. Two, just, you know, looking at some of the things I've invested in this life, that they're still there. My biggest investments. Wewe hata nikashamba Malindi. Unatembea na beach.
Yeah, side by side next to corals.
Yeah, I like my
Unatembea like a beach.
You guys, it feels nice, to say all those things.
He's getting a ring. He's
on,
getting a ring. He's
Yeah.
getting
And you know Ben.
I'm gonna
You
call
guys
my
know
guy
Ben.
I
Mitesh.
always wear mine.
I'm gonna pass by and say hi. He's called Mitesh.
Yeah.
So do you guys take yours off when
Yeah.
you're doing anything?
At night.
Yeah, when we get to the house.
Oh, you take
watch
them off,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you sleep in your ring?
No,
Oh, yeah.
but I keep it safe.
Some.
Hey, Shiro.
I keep mine safe.
But you know, funny enough, like I realized, but I don't know. Not so many. Some people, the older generation, some of them don't know that I'm married. So they see me with my ring.
Oh,
Nakumbuka even the church I went to one day, and I went with my ring, and they were like, "Mimi naona tu msanii nimekuona na pete, naomba sio mchezo uko nayo." You know, I was like, why say it in front of everybody?
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually married. So I also like wearing it because there are people who actually. And not the people who actually don't know you're married.
Yeah.
So it's actually a good thing to wear. So it's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
That was a very sensitive question for me.
Yeah, you should have the first
Let's
one.
move
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Wacha nilikuwa nataka kuuliza Ben swali lakini naonekana nitamchomea, so wacha
Just
Uliza
ask.
tu.
Just ask.
anasema nataka rose gold origi, si ndio? Hiyo chain ni origi.
Actually, this is original. This is silver. Iko na namba. Ama ujui that's how mtu wangu.
We know. Silver is a sensitive matter in our
Tafuteni
home.
mazee.
Because Moji wants to start wearing silver children. It's like,
He wants to put the nini? He wants to put the teeth.
no.
Oh, really? Did you see that skit by Mokaya? Where, like people with grills are always like,
yeah.
somebody says, "Aki auntie yangu amekufa." Hey, hold on. Check out Mokaya.
So, would you rather a person who has 0 PDA won't wear a ring? This is a serious matter. Won't wear a ring on his or her ring finger, but ultimately is loyal, or someone who has all the PDA, wears a ring but is disloyal? Based on your answer, what then really matters? The public love display or the loyalty?
That's a good saving.
Yeah. So would you rather a person who has 0 PDA won't wear his ring or her ring on his finger, but ultimately is loyal, or someone who has PDA and wears a ring but is disloyal? Is public love? So the dilemma here is what matters? Is it public love or is it loyalty?
So it's like a person who has a ring
Yeah.
and they are disloyal, but this person who doesn't have a ring.
A ring, PDA or ring? Ring is just in context here for, you know, the situation in the karaoke's home.
In this
But PDA.
hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
I'd rather somebody who doesn't have a ring but they're loyal.
That they're loyal.
Yeah. Would you rather have? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Shiro.
So yeah, I
The
don't want to
ring,
speak for
the
you.
ring left
I don't want to
right.
speak for you. It's unfair.
Man, of course I'd prefer loyalty with a ring.
No, this hypothetical
Do you feel like,
situation doesn't-
maybe it's like part C of the question, but do you feel like the ring is loyalty?
In this particular situation. And I feel
Okay.
you...
Na utafanya kitu hapa. Utafanya kitu hapa tushangae.
No, but I would prefer loyalty, of course. Yeah.
What about just PDA in general? Forget about the ring.
What is PDA? Like
Public display of affection.
hold my
Confines too
hand,
far.
yeah. But don't make out with me in public.
No, wanangi wale like
You want that?
When you
What
drop
I'd
the
like to
album
hear
and you
your
need to
thoughts
trend.
about PDA. It's a new missing.
you know PDA.
What are your
right?
thoughts on PDA?
Oh, yeah, you were asking something.
No, my thoughts on PDA.
Kijana wangado.
Because of my lack of it.
Completely. You know that sometimes Moji is like, hey, I afraid to hold his hand.
What do you mean? So complete lack of PDA is lack of what? Like even holding hands? Is
Completely.
holding hands.
Completely.
Alikawe unakaa hivi na wase randomly unafanya tu Shiroka kanyole kake hivi pole pole.
Like, that's such a good thing to do.
Eh,
Shiro atakai
katikati
kushikwa
tu.
shikwa hivyo. I feel
Church.
like maybe unamwambia.
Eh, like church. Unaingia na church wase wanalia wameshikana all the time.
Like mna worship pamoja.
Eh,
Zima.
I feel unasikia kwenye spirit anasema.
like PDA in general. Like, well, and I keep explaining to my wife that first of all, apart from people who maybe don't like a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Nah, of course, I argue out about that because me ndio nakuanga na dance town and napiga nduru and all
For no
that.
reason.
That thing.
For no reason.
With that
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
walking
yeah.
down with a megaphone.
Yeah, but not hold my wife's waist because anataka nitembee naye tao hivyo. It's even hard. Unatembea je tao tumeshikana hivyo.
And you know one time,
Hata nduzi kikam. Who will save who? Surely.
that's
It's not
actually
even
the
safe.
time. That's the time when he told me about my fingers. Because I asked him, why don't you hold my hand? It's a bit hard in your
Tushikana hivi. Na haiwezi
Baki
naumia.
mkono moja with 2 hands.
Imagine.
I actually want to throw a span in the works. Sorry. Umemaliza?
But I was telling her is that also some of us when we grew up hata sisi tuko tunashinda mabibi na mabwana mtaani wanapata watoto waje wanatembea hivi wakitoka kwa nyumba hata church wanatoka wanaenda hivi wanapatana church wakitoka church wanaenda hivi
But imagine
wanapatana
the year
huko.
is 2025 and we're still
Yeah,
talking this way.
yeah.
Stop.
Why would you feel it's just that you feel awkward? I'm gonna feel like wasa wanakujudge. I'm gonna feel also in your business. I'm gonna feel like
It's by
This
the
is
way,
just for
I
me.
think I don't think Moji thinks that far. I think, in my opinion, I think he doesn't think in his head. He's like, why? Yeah, like you're my wife. I'm fine. Yeah, so there's no bad blood. It's just that, hey, hold your wife.
I want to throw a span in the works. And this is coming off Bahati and Diana's story, where Bahati surprised Diana with and I consider that a public display of affection. Is that an issue for you guys?
wait the lack of 45 million shillings or
Would you want Moji to do such a
Yes,
bad thing for
if it's
you
45 million, I'm touching.
and publicize it?
I don't know. First, I like gifts.
Okay.
I love gifts. How they come. I mean, when I got my
you
iPhone,
start threatening us about your birthday like in Feb.
it's almost coming. It's
No,
almost
it's
coming.
not. June is so far.
Don't talk about birthdays. It's a hot topic.
Yeah.
She knows why.
But what happens is that when he gave me my gift for my birthday, I was so happy. I didn't care the cameras were rolling or anything. I think when I know the sincerity of why he's gifting,
It doesn't.
I think, because I know it means a lot to him also.
Yeah.
But also, naturally, if you give me even sweets, I'll scream for no reason.
Yeah.
So I get happy like that. So I don't
Yeah.
mind. But I also wouldn't mind 8 million, take this,
That's fine.
The cash was 8.
G-Wagon.
The cash was 8.
Yeah.
Car.
Yeah. Kwani unataka kukifollow?
Zii.
Wewe pia wekwa
Keep up
serious.
with that,
Ah.
Abby.
Bana, zilikuwa 8 Yeah.
You give her 8 million. You are 8 kids.
But I think it's good. I think for different people, it's like different things that matter to them.
Yeah.
So if that really matters, it's okay. But for us, I think she loves gifts. I know for sure she would want not a G-Wagon but another car that she really likes. Yeah. So why not? Kejaribia.
Would you do that for me?
I mean, it depends.
You should have been
Hata
engagement alituambia tusikuje.
Yeah, by the way, our engagement ilikuwa tu si wawili. Shiro likes to keep it
At least nikuja tawa kuzaliwa.
But kitu pia mimi
And
over
that's
time.
even more important.
Mi si hata si guest kwa show. Over time, I've also started appreciating this privacy thing. That was never my thing. I don't know what you're doing to me. So there's some things that also would get as a gift, and I just keep them to myself. Like I don't need to show the world. Like you guys got me a seat for my birthday. Remember? So like in our house, on a kiti yangu.
Yeah, baba.
Yeah, daddy.
But it's been a struggle. I remember there's a place we went to with Ben and we were not supposed to post. And we literally had to beg him every day. Don't post that.
Post. Was it post?
Yeah, it was post.
Oh yeah.
Dunia lazima ijue. Dunia lazima ijue.
Ben, usipost every 2 seconds.
Una tu simu na shake.
Even like when you guys got the car, I was like, I'm counting.
But I didn't even post it. You posted it first.
We had like a whole conversation around it. Because it's like I want to share. I'm like, no,
Give it
that's
time.
No, also over time. Then
No,
I've
Ben
also...
wanted to do like a whole daily.
No, come on. I'm not that Kenyo.
Come on.
No, I wanted something bigger. Wenye wako na ile-
Alikuwa ataka chini na bouquet of flowers ajipe.
Hey.
I want to appreciate myself for choosing safety. Oh my God. Yeah. Do you think publicizing love put pressure on you to keep your relationship together? Do you think publicizing love put pressure on you to keep a relationship together? That is, would it be easier to break up if your love was not public?
Hey.
Easier to break up if your love was not public. And the other one is, should publicness of your relationship matter when considering a breakup? So let's start with the first one. Is it easier to break up with somebody if the love is not public?
I think it is. There's. I would imagine. I haven't done it, but I would imagine it was easier because there's less
demand.
Yeah. So like if I have to say 10,000 God forbids. If like 10,000 God forbids Ben and I break up, I think it would be harder to navigate that publicly.
Because you're public.
Yeah, because you're public, and also you don't have to, but it's like we've built the Joyride community, and and we share the love. I don't know if it's necessarily all them, but you've brought them in. I think they need to. There's an explanation they need to get as to how if things have ended.
Collab Instagram post.
Exactly. So I think I would imagine it would be harder.
Definitely, I think it's harder, but it's not just for public figures. Even when like you post out when you because publicizing here we're also talking about like people know, like even people know, even within your circles, they know. I'm assuming even your friends, families, and all that, like people in church groups or people in,
that they know.
Don't know if they're
Even your
they're
neighbors.
club
Hey,
groups.
mama tumemkawia.
So BND. It becomes harder.
Yeah.
Because then you have to also not consider.
No, but I think that it is still considered because we were seeing you guys together. So now we're not seeing you together. So what happens? It's harder.
Yeah.
So it's easier to if you date in private, like all you ever showed us was a shoelace, na kabini, na kapinki. Like it's just easier to archive those pictures.
Yeah.
Kama you said that was you when you were a photographer.
It's pressure.
The other question is, should the publicness of your relationship matter when considering a breakup?
Should the publicness of your relationship?
It's like how public it is.
Matter when considering a breakup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because you see, also I think people we like talk about that breakup like it's so out there, but then also I also still have to honor the person because they're also public as well. So like say for example, it shall not happen in Jesus'
10,000?
name. God forbids. But say for example, Moji and I break up, is that if I go out and say we are done, I mean, he's already a very out there person. So I still have to honor him and still speak a certain way of him. Yeah, that's what my thoughts are.
Okay, go.
Sema mama tawa. Wazazi tunawapeanga.
Let me say. Shut up, you hang up.
Tunawapea heshima yao.
I think you I don't think you should consider.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why?
It's because it's about you. It's never about
It's your well-being.
It's you and your relationship.
Yeah.
It's not about the people.
Let me ask you.
The people will have their time to grieve.
So let me ask though. So you and Shiro, God forbid.
Okay, can we not use me and Shiro? Let's just use another example.
So the giant
X and Y, yeah.
are
The
breaking up.
Joyride couple. The Joyride
No,
couple.
Let's just say Rihanna and ASAP.
Why are we using them as an example?
Or somebody else. Somebody who's a
But it's not gonna happen, babe.
Two
I don't
well-known
want it.
people.
Two
I'm an
well-known
African
people.
abego.
Two well-
Hey.
You're not
The
calling
gods
it.
are hearing him.
X and Y.
A couple are breaking up and they're
Yeah.
both public figures.
Yeah.
You see what happens is that they have their own audience, the lady, and you have your own audience, the gentleman. How the lady portrays you when she's breaking up with you, that doesn't matter.
It should be a consideration, but not a consideration to continue staying. That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
I'm not saying. Oh,
Yes.
Because the-
okay,
based on your answers.
okay.
It was the other one.
Mbona nilifunga hivi mazee
Yeah,
kama
hata sijui na
offering?
kuna question C.
Or uliweka pete mahali.
Thank you.
Guy. Moya, don't
Tabul,
do
just shut the cameras off.
Uniachie.
Should the publicness of your relationship matter when considering a breakup? So you're considering,
no.
should you leave this relationship?
No, how public it is.
Yes. So you should not consider that. It's about you, because then you
Is it realistic though? Because like for us, we have like say for example, we have the Joyride. Like, is it
Would
using
that
us.
matter for you to let go of them?
help you? Na nitafanya kitu hapa mshangae.
Ni mgani huo?
You don't know. Now utakula coffee. Unajua ni nyinyi mmeniita. You don't know that meme.
I don't
Oh, well, we're gonna post it here.
This is
It's
a rare
killing.
day.
Yeah. No, but like, I'm not saying that it would. I don't think it
Would
would.
it be harder?
It would be harder. I'm not saying like it would be a barrier to breaking up, but I think it would be a consideration. Like for us, we've built the Joyride community to what it is today. Of course, it will be a consideration now, like what happens post breaking up. Like for you, nothing.
I'm not looking at us at all.
He will only give his comments if you choose another example.
I am even like tower pieces. We're all like, no, look at this champion. Genius.
Wewe ingilia sawa wewe.
Does it matter to you? The publicness of a relationship?
Well, it's easier said than like whatever. Like, of course, think about. Let's think about other people. Let's think about a couple who have pastored a church, maybe, and maybe that's what you know them for, and they've built this church and whatever. Because it speaks. People who have done marriage enrichment, they've talked. So sometimes there's a lot to be considered in that whole.
Breaking up
of things, because inakwanga sometimes it can even speak into your character, where now people will say kumbe what you've been telling us is all a lie. You know, there's a lot there. So I'm not saying that people should consider that the publicness of it, but it's not easy for guys who are public to just call things off. There's just a lot, and then everywhere you go now you have to explain this thing, past your in-laws, your neighbors, and because there are guys who can just move neighborhoods. If you're not so public, move neighborhoods, move whatever, and that's it.
But remember, publicness, we're not just talking about fame. We're talking about
even the
circle, church, family, friends, wanyama. Like, do you still go back to that butcher maybe? Lazima muagree mwenye aliintroduce wa kwanza.
Inakuwa noma. Also fightiana mpaka mahauzi. Uko like, sasa huyu hauzi anaenda na nani?
Oh really?
Inakuwa noma. Alikuwa mpoa sana. So I think it matters, but I don't think it's a consideration to the point of saying that you because your relationship is public, you push aside your wellness or your safety or whatever, just for the sake of keeping face or just making guys again. So I think there's a lot to be considered there, but you should not
stay in a relationship.
You should not stay in a relationship that's toxic or that's not good for you for the sake of any other thing.
Toxic.
All right.
What you were saying, you used to say toxic.
Toxic.
Do you think there's any correlation between someone publicly acknowledging your love and their commitment to a relationship? There's a correlation between somebody publicly acknowledging your love and their commitment to a relationship.
Oh, definitely.
So if they publicize their relationship, whether through marriage, publicly in church and family and everything, or on social media in our day and age, do you think there's a direct correlation between that and how committed they are to their relationship?
Yes.
No. Explain.
Like with unafichwa sana, there's just a probability. There's just a probability. Unafichwa kama siri.
Why?
There's a probability that
unachezwa. But I think in a depends.
Siri unafaa kuwa ni nawe.
But then the inverse also true, that I can make you feel like you're out there with me, but truly
it's
a lie.
I mean, this is why girls get so hurt when guys are cheating. Because like I'm with you fully, but then here in an hour I'm telling everyone I love my wife, and then
in Jesus' name.
So there's that, yes. But I still feel like it's like sometimes like when you see a couple and you see one of them post the other more than like you're not even appearing. This is controversial, but you're not anywhere on the feed. But on this other side, you're more. Yeah,
you feel like there's a
that imbalance. Is weird.
Because I feel like, and I believe that
the person loves them less when they do that.
No. Maybe it does not
They're not
indicate
as
that. But if it
committed
was for me in that situation,
there's a
I'd
problem.
feel weird.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
you're alone in this.
Yes, that maybe I've publicized you.
Yeah.
Maybe my people know you.
Yeah.
But your side, people don't know me at all. Like kapo kuna noma.
or maybe you're public about everything.
Yeah.
Apart from your spouse.
Apart from your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever.
I think there are levels to this public thing.
I think so too.
If you're hiding even from your family and your
Red
inner
flag.
circle, then that's a huge red flag. But if it's a social media thing,
Maybe I want to be private.
Yeah, social media is 50-50. That's not a problem. But the imbalance is like mimi ndio nimekujaza hapo.
I can't, but then we should both agree that both of us are not going to
Yeah,
be
and
online.
let's keep it
Let's
off.
be like that.
Yeah.
But it's like on Valentine's Day, for example, you wake up at 6 a.m. and you put a beautiful post about your spouse, and then you love them and they're snoring right next to you, and then he posts you at 9 p.m. You know, you wonder.
Kwambia simi bado niko na ring.
So you don't know I
ring
love you,
yangu.
don't know I love you. You know, it's
Tough.
But I think there are also layers to it. And nimekusikia wewe. But the layer is if somebody is say even online, because I've seen this where it's okay you're not posting me, but you're behaving like you're single.
Oh
You
yeah.
understand? Like you might not be posting me, yes, but you're creating this
You're
illusion
moving
that you're
single.
single. Yeah, because I've seen that. Because I've told you, even in the spaces we are in, funny enough, there are people who don't know we're married. So you have to say you're married for them to like,
Actually,
or treat you a certain way because you're like, hey, usilete mazoyano, dada tafadhali,
Cool it.
Ombea
cool
huko.
it. I'm actually married. So I feel like there are layers to it, but I feel like kusema publicly, because angalia, again, as people who are church people and we've gone to so many churches, so many weddings, it's quite alarming. Some weddings unaenaka unasema huku hapa kuna drama. Why do we have 6 cops na GSC wawili?
Yeah.
Nama bouncer.
This public declaration imechotwa ama there's something like that. So I think that if somebody chooses to hide you or chooses to keep the relationship under wraps, let's agree and let's investigate the reasons why.
Yeah.
And then again, there's a difference between not saying that you're a private person and there's a na kupapot that kubehave ni kama you're single yet you ama kubehave ni kama una mtu na yet uko na wife ama uko na nini.
Like I used to see that a lot in the entertainment industry where somebody would say that especially for the guys that ata lose fan base ya madem, so
they don't wear their
so
wedding ring.
atawaionyesha that he's married and all that stuff. Yeah.
Why-
What do you think?
Why does that fan base matter so much?
What's this?
like a flag.
Oh, it's a flag.
But nobody knows
You
if
blow your
it's red
flags
or
weird.
green.
Yeah.
Is there a relation in your own situation? We start with the Mohias. Is there a correlation between Moji or Nyawira publicly acknowledging you guys and their commitment to their relationship?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like for
I
example,
think-
you guys went public at the point of
engagement. Yeah.
Okay.
So we never told anybody we were dating, but our communities all knew.
Yeah.
Our online space did not.
Okay.
Intentionally.
Okay.
Because I think engagement is not, I think now we're serious. Yeah. But I think as we've we've spent some time in our marriage, I've come to learn that by the Moji's inadequacy in PDA is also online. So like I'll put up a post, for example, and Moji will put 3 love hearts, and in his heart he's like, what?
Nimekuwa msoft hizi. Niko
But
kwa boy band.
when I came to learn that that's how he is, I stopped thinking that he loves me less when he does that.
Oh.
So I think that
It was
helps.
an issue before.
Oh, don't get it twisted. Today morning, this day. But what I've come to learn is he doesn't express love that way.
Okay.
Like he'll say, oh, it's a nice post, and so you work with them where you are. But I don't think it quantifies an absence of commitment.
Okay.
No.
Moji.
Yeah, maze, same thing, maze.
Yeah.
I agree with my wife. It's like that. But I think, it's not, it doesn't need anything, but it's good to put it out there in your way, in your own way. Because, simi kupost, tukidance.
Song yake ikitoka. Let's pick this conversation.
Profile visit zikienda chini. Hey babe, uko?
Actually, it's not a lie, psycho.
For you?
Now, at this point of our marriage, I know. I think I'm past that.
When
Like,
we were starting out? Because I think it was an issue that I wasn't, like things like maybe posting you when we were dating.
kuna time ulikuwa umeanza historia kunificha. Nikasema hao YouTubers hao. Lazima wanijue. So at that time maybe, but at this time I'm okay. If you
I was protecting our relationship.
Shut down.
Lakini ulikuwa unaweka huyu jamaa analala akiwatch Dave Chappelle anaangusha majokes.
I'm going to hapa.
I'll
I'll give her a reason to call me back. I think for me, I think as Nyawira, there's no correlation. Though Ben has always publicly acknowledged me from day one. He was just ready for the views. And
let's go. No, it wasn't for the views.
It was for
it wasn't for the mimi si mtu wa kufanya vitu for views.
Psycho.
Take a laugh for me. Alikuwa anakuonesha so aseti
You're next.
So that's me.
Yeah, please remember to subscribe. We've just checked out that 70% of you haven't subscribed, and that's not good.
Well, we are on to what this year?
No, this time it's just road to happiness. Like, I'm not giving you a number. Give me what you want. So 100K for 3 years.
Surely, what are we doing here?
Hii pia sasa tunasimp sana, tunawabeg sana.
Ask the question.
We're not that desperate.
Hey, my heart band, please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Hey, just read that question.
Hey guys, please subscribe. Would you
So
prefer?
Johnny has a road to 100 from episode 1, season 1. Let's say this season 7. Everyone.
Would you? Jitawa kwa amekaa. Anataka amekaa kujoin road to 100.
Daddy, 100K nini?
It's personal. It's personal.
Unamwona dad kila time.
Kaeni tu.
Would you prefer a soft launch or a hard launch?
Of your like
Oh, of course, it's
Yes,
really
like me
going
and you.
public, yeah. Soft or hard?
Maybe I feel like there's a mystery girl born in me, so I'd prefer like a soft launch.
You guys do this like you're living in your rock band era.
You know, just
love
like,
him.
just like post my hair a little bit. You know?
your hand at a
Yeah,
gate.
like holding.
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
this.
Driving,
Driving,
yeah.
yeah.
You're watching
I'm
too
like a
many
mystery.
rom-coms, Joanne.
I'm like a mystery girl in me.
Oh, like you wanna squeezy? Like I've seen on but say guys online DCI man. You just post a hand.
Like
Within 1 hour we have the whole person, her mother, where she went to school. Like just from one hand. Like there's a
Hey,
difference.
Kenyans are
You know,
mad.
nearly post wakachukua reflection ya gari. Yeah,
Find
like
out.
man, I was like, it's crazy.
The times are hard.
Yeah, so you where Ben?
I had launch one time.
Like
Hey,
this one.
Maliza hii story but it was soft launch nini kesi ngoma si product is katu tumesonga hakuna mambo complicated.
And launch as well.
Hey, hard launch.
How would you do a hard launch, Faith?
Just show you guys my wedding. Or
Oh, that's. Oh, okay.
that's during the wedding but if you're dating like see just
Yeah,
All
post the
time.
person.
Sura tu.
yeah
Yeah,
No,
ndio
I-
huyu
I-
tu
I-
ama
Like a
tu
passport picture.
hapo kwa light chin up.
Ears out. We need to see that you
Ears
have
out.
ears. No hard launch. I think it was for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hard launch,
Those
yeah.
was like mega
Yeah, but I
hard,
scripted
bro,
him. The whole thing. I scripted the whole
Engaged.
caption.
like
And the whole
tuna
thing.
engagement hata tuko tumeona
I think the funniest thing was the blogs after saying Moji proposes to his long-time hidden girlfriend. I said long-time? Hidden?
when ulikuwa siri
Eh, but maze pia hard launch pia itafanya uone venye so umekubeba maze.
Yeah.
Those guys were shocked I even have a girlfriend. I was like, "Kwani mnakuwa mmenibebaje?"
This guy.
Kwani mnakuwa mmeniweka wapi? Like, "Hey, man, you had a girlfriend." Nyawira.
Ni Nyawira.
Me, I was so sure. Unajua people are editing then. Me, I was so sure. I'm like, how shocked were you? Why were you
Or
shocked?
people were telling you
Hey,
that
like, why are you shocked? Kwani how? Anyway.
kuna standards zako ulikuwa umewekea wapi?
Umeniweka wapi mimi?
Umeniweka.
Yeah.
Hard launch, guys.
Let's go.
Completely.
Me
Let's
remember
go.
when we went public somebody told me na umebaga badi yani ulikuwa bag badi
Do you look like a body?
I don't know the bands, no?
I mean, I might be giving that season 7, but
Totally.
naturally.
No. I think people know you personally. It's a different one.
Yeah.
Hapana. Hiyo time nakumbuka kwanza that time we in Kasa.
yeah
Hey, we'll call it time.
Hey,
Like
mbaya.
Ben, Ben is such a
Legend.
One day we'll talk about
A
this.
legend.
Ben is such a legend.
He's always been. Go.
We ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is the difference between private love and hiding you?
it's a good one.
Tell us, Solomon. Private love and hiding you. What's the difference? What do you think is the difference between private love and hiding you?
There's a thing that's usually said about privacy and secrecy.
You have to remember that time.
Yeah, I also kind of, but you guys know what I'm talking about. There's
Yeah.
a thing about privacy or secrecy.
I think privacy, well, according to our current context, as guys who are living in these ages, is you go somewhere with someone like it's a party, and somebody says, I think it's in the context of a party. You go to a party, you have your girlfriend or you have your boyfriend, and mkuje akae pale, akae kwa ile kona, na ukae hapa, na mna text.
That's hiding.
Yes, so that's secrecy.
That's hiding.
Yeah, so mko pale but you guys are on your phone and you're texting each other. That's secrecy. But if you come
That's
and
hiding. That's what you're calling hiding.
yeah, that's hiding.
Oh, okay.
But then if you come and say, hey guys, no photos or whatever, like you're seated together and you're just vibing, but you're like, we'd rather not take photos. And
Yeah.
whatever. So I think that's privacy. You're like, we don't want ourselves out there like that, and whatever. So I think that's privacy. There are people who are like that. They just wanna put out that side. Ama mko pamoja places and stuff. But sa secrecy ni ile mpaka mkienda home
Ni-
we panda kwanza alafu mimi nitafuata nyuma, you know those guys, we panda na lift mimi niende na stairs. You know those guys at a church. Unaona it's kama church, if you ever like at the church parking lot you see people coming together alafu wanaachana alafu jioni
mimi
tena
ningetoka hiyo
you see them
relationship
you yes. So I think there's secrecy, there's privacy. Privacy is we don't want to
Be out
take
there.
it out
Yeah,
there
yeah.
like that, but then secrecy is now, it's like almost like you don't know each other, you're in places and you can even say hi, how are you, mnaweza goteana.
I think I co-sign this
Yeah.
explanation.
You psycho?
I think private is like, it's like you keep it away from the public and just maybe different circles, but it's not private in some circles. Like, you understand? So
Okay.
like your family, your close friends,
they know
you guys are in a relationship. You guys, you don't hide anything.
Yeah.
But the other one hiding is that even the closest of the people who matter,
You don't know
they
how
still
you're in
don't
a
know that.
relationship.
Wanakutafutia madem na uko na dem.
Mazee.
Sasa inakuwa
That's a
awkward,
problem.
mazee.
That's a problem.
Because kama na Nyash again we are private when it comes to like posting online and stuff like that, but ungetupata tu, you know,
Chilling.
Your
space,
family
we
is
were
new.
with family, even at church,
Holiday.
all the stuff like that, but we're not like ile society, hey wase, hey manze jo, hey manze.
Like that. That was a good answer.
From me, right? Number one, in your experience, this or in other relationship, why does love need to be public?
In your relationship or
Previous ones?
yeah.
First of all, let me ask you guys, have you ever been hidden? Anyone here who's dated somebody mwenye alikuficha? None?
Yeah.
Jay
I
feature?
don't think he hid me, but I think he
Let's
wasn't
go.
public.
There's something there. Let's go. So,
Public like family?
did like your
No.
sisters know about him?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then no, he didn't hide me because I
Okay.
also met his family.
Oh, okay.
We were private, not hidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
His circle of friends?
By the stop fetching,
No,
Dr.
no,
Feelings.
I'm not fetching. We're having a conversation on Joyride. Did his circle of friends?
Yeah, they knew we were dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
His church?
That's a sensitive matter.
Alifichwa.
That's not good. We have idea.
Umefichwa?
Shifichwa. Maybe once, yeah.
Let's go deep.
Maybe
How did
once,
that look
yeah.
like?
It was terrible.
How did it? How was it like for you?
No, like this is chick, like I really liked, you know, like first of all, I tell all my homies that there is this girl, she's the one.
She's the one.
I mean,
She was the one for Ben. As long
Yeah.
as she got near him, Ben
Yeah.
was the one.
but back in the day. But I don't think she ever introduced. If I can't even remember any of her friends. Hata sister yake aliniambia kwa
Friends?
Australia.
Even
I'm not lying to you. I really want to Australia pia sahi. So God bless Sydney. But I had not
Aussie.
Yeah. It's personal. I had not met her close circle, but she had met my close circle.
How long of a relationship was it?
Like 3-4 months there.
Ah,
Then
okay.
niko hapa bana unachezwa.
How long does it take for someone to introduce you?
I was gonna ask that.
Hey, bruv, if you say yes to me by next week, we should be meeting those different groups. Sunday school, wasi wa primo, wa high school. Ay, unanifitia nini?
How long?
Yeah, how long?
How
Because
long?
it took time to meet your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had met the gang, like you had met the squad.
Oh, so it's like a gradual thing.
Yeah, you had met the boys.
Yeah,
But
I
you
don't
guys,
take the
you
money.
guys were like 20. You guys were young.
They were
Your
praying
time
for
kupeleka
me.
kwa madhi, hata madhi angekuwa like, hey, wewe. Tulete hata maziwa
We
kwanza.
were very young.
Letea msichana, letea maziwa, letea mkate kwanza wewe.
But I introduced you to everyone. Moji,
Yeah, for sure.
Dapper brother.
Pasi, yeah.
Yeah, and we were very
Pasi,
proud.
in fact, for Pasi was, I remember, it was that.
And
So
you
you
know,
guys, Pasi was the first one I met.
after us guys, yeah.
Oh, you met them before Pasi?
Hmm?
Or me Pasi?
I met Pasi before even the parents.
At what?
I met Pasi even before the parents.
Yeah, that would have been awkward if I'm get click.
Mkeniacha?
Siwezi kuacha, what do you mean? Hey. Of course.
Ngekuwa
Can't
mlima.
lose twice in the conversation. Shito.
All right. In your experience, is it possible to love someone but be resistant about acknowledging it publicly? In your experience.
I think there's a problem. if you're not acknowledging, because acknowledging it publicly is not necessarily even on Instagram or Facebook, but it's like even when you go for a church setup or just a social gathering, I have to be able to say that this is my wife. So if I can't do that, or if she can't stand up and say that I'm the husband, that's a problem. Yeah.
Hey, but by the time you're husband and wife na akona shida na public, see.
Okay, let's even now
Kuna
go to
shida kubwa
relationship.
sana.
Let's go to relationship.
Yeah.
I think it starts there.
If they have a problem.
Completely. But, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Because when they give that, guys, continue that stuff. But because when they give that excuse for, I'm just too scared, this is too fragile, it's too precious for
It's
me.
intimate. It's for me and him
It's for
only. But also,
But it's a valid.
no, but I also think my face the other way.
Some of those things.
Valid.
It's cute. I'm so getting gay YouTube. Hello. Mini Ben Psycho.
I'm the boyfriend.
And I have a song.
Ring the bell, subscribe. Alikuwa na hiyo script yote.
Fala sana.
Oh man, I need to go and watch those videos.
Hey, kuna yenye alipaka
I'm about
makeup.
to archive them.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
On my channel, guys. What are you going to do? I'm
See,
going
no,
to
no,
Okay, guys, download them and keep them.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's some weird guy but I shut download because you're always very upload. The moment you bring them down,
There's
ndio
always
unajua ako
strike.
nazo.
Yeah, you can't strike them. No, but what I think is also the inverse is also true. Like, because there are people who publicly acknowledge, but then privately we're doing nothing. Like, you're like, you tell everybody, oh, that's my wife, but then privately I don't feel like, you know what I mean?
weird.
Yeah, that's another red flag. Because I think we talk a lot about being publicly endorsed, but then many a times that can also be a mask. You've heard about those narcissists who want to own you publicly, but then privately they do not have any relationship with you.
Yeah.
So, because I think we've had this discussion before about men who are overly into PDA, but then now in private we're like, what's
That's
happening?
weird. That's
Yeah.
really weird.
So I don't know. I think no.
Yeah.
It's a red flag.
Resisting, but again, it's all about the reason. Like if somebody tells you a very valid reason, then that's okay. But if the reason is very flimsy na haina
Get
nini,
out.
then ama hidi, unajua hiyo ni normal.
Haina.
So now, question number 2. What is your definition of public and private love? What is your definition of public and private love?
I think we've defined that.
Yeah.
Where we said it's the public. What did you say if you are listening? Are you learning,
You just
are you
say
learning
it.
anything from your wise husband?
Just say what will you say? Public love.
Public and
What is
Private
your
love.
definition? What is your definition of public and private love?
private is where you really don't want to be out there, and based on the times that we are living in, of course the standards are going to be social media.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yes, but it can be private, but it's open to your special group of friends. Public is where now you're okay even with social media.
Going out, yeah.
Because the people who are okay, even when they don't have a lot of followers, like unapata msee akona 25 followers on IG, na I'm like, okay, that's nice.
That's really
Y'all are so cute.
True love.
Let's put it out that group.
true
Now
love.
ndio unapata kwa function umeshinda na simu hivi.
By the way, people from Moji perform, we record the whole performance. Are they gonna watch it later?
Shako live na ako solo. But well, I think for me, same thing like that.
That's sensitive. Kwa live solo.
No, the ile awkwardness ya live, set your live alafu uingia alafu big up.
So like,
Alafu you feel awkward leaving the live.
in
How
FaceTime,
do I-
on FaceTime.
First time.
Nini.
I think it's the same thing, but also I think about public. There are like levels to it. Because I've also seen, ni kama sana Kenyans, yeah. Ni kama what now is being defined as public love is by now unafaa kuosha kishiro kwa hii podcast.
Yeah.
Na ukamshika kwa shingo awkwardly for 1 minute, you know.
I'm like, how you say to her eyes for no reason.
I also feel like, like what is public now is Ben's birthday, you guys have to, show like outfit and do a so I think like also this public thing
That's a good
also.
question. That's a good
Yeah,
conversation.
so I feel like the levels also are really like changing.
Yeah.
And it's not just for normal, it's not just for wasanii ama guys who are in the
Even
creative
couples,
industry. Even for couples, like I know guys who have 25 followers, but they will do all the most like for like different things, like to celebrate different things, to whatever. Yeah.
I think if you're
Sorry. No, does it, like, if it's 25 followers, does it seem real? And then when it's 100 plus K, or like, does it now start to question, and you're like, is this truly
That's where I was going.
real? Yeah.
No. I think when you get 100 followers, the magnitude is just bigger. But the intention is the same. Because like if I had 10 followers and I was throwing a bash for Moji and I was doing the most, it's cute for us, yeah? I think this thing's an intention game. Because if I have 1 million followers, best believe, then my magnitude and my spending power must be way higher. So I'll be able to do more things. And so it looks louder, but the intention is still
the same.
It's still
Yeah,
pure.
that's the same.
Yeah, and the person, and I think people change, and not people change. I think people are different. Like there are people who, like there are people you've known for the longest time. They've just been flamboyant. It's just that now we have social media. Now they have a platform.
Double.
Yeah.
So I think everybody in terms of like even public or private love or whatever, sana hapa kwa public, it should be according to like how you are. Like there are people who are like at level 10, others are like at 7, others are like at a 2. It's for you to be like, where am I in this whole whatever? Yeah,
That's true. Because
like
I still feel like there's some things that need to be kept sacred. Like,
I think so.
like there's some things that should be just for you.
Yeah,
guys.
like
That's-
me, I keep wondering why you guys haven't done a shoot looking like Masai warriors with like shields and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You guys, man.
Kwanza now it's tower. Can you see
Hata
that?
tower,
So cute.
hata tower ameshika karungu, hata tower ameshika karungu.
Tumefungwa mashuka.
Na Ben amevaa vitu ya hivi.
Sasa hivi wenye bana ameenda gym, I'm sure he wants it. I'm sure Ben anashindwa ataanzisha hiyo conversation lini.
So unafanyanga apige picha bila viatu.
zako zokuwa funny.
Arthi.
I need to take charge of our creative direction. But I think the more I've grown, the more I could care less about showing some things. Even the pictures that we took as a family, it's just that you were okay
They're so
posting.
cute,
But
yeah.
me, I would have been okay never to post them.
Yeah.
I just keep them for me and my baby.
When did the switch happen?
I don't know. The more I'm growing, the more, because even with the reason why I'm hiding our baby, it's not like I'm hiding because I go with him to church, I go with him to malls, restaurants. So like I meet interesting people. Like the other day I met she's a waitress, and she was like, finally today we've seen Tower. I'm like, I've not been hiding him. It's just that I'm keeping him off.
It's not for the streets.
Yeah, it's not for likes or for views. So if he grows up and he wants to join, that's fine. But it's not like si serious. Sasa nikitembea naye kwa mola kwa nimemshika hivi so one day do a face reveal.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing even for love and relationship. I think there's some things that should just also just be for you guys. They're just cute that way. It's for two people.
But many a times we feel like our following needs to be in our lives.
Yes, because the more you push that line, the more
Calm
people
down.
love it.
Because I have a question. It's no secret that love content has been commercialized, right?
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah. We earn off of our love in one way or the other.
He earns off of our love.
In one way or the other. If it affected your ability to earn, say like you and I, would that influence how much you show? Because I think maybe the fact that you've been able to create that balance where we're in love, it's public, but also there's a way you've been able to earn without pushing boundaries. So if that affected your ability to earn money, would it influence how much you show? So like if somebody came and said like, Tawa, I'm going to pay you money to show his face.
That's tough. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, we can show his face and not me. I want to be there so that this baby.
They don't think it's
just
yours.
see a cute
There are
baby
ways to
or
work
no.
around it.
Yeah, we can talk. I'm saying.
Are there aspects of our relationship you would show if the bag was right?
No. If even no matter how good the bag is, there's a line I will not cross.
Okay.
You know, because I feel it's a dangerous territory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both even for our marriage in itself, because there's some doors once you unlock to the public, it will be very hard to lock.
Okay.
You know, and once you lock, it will affect your cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also once you open them, the cash goes higher. But the problem with people is that they get bored with this level that this room that you got them into.
They want
Open
the
the
next
other
room.
one.
Yeah.
You know, keep opening the other one, opening the other. By the time you realize it, you're so
Far gone.
far gone, and you feel weird. If there's some things you value, but then there are people who are also sold out to this completely. So even for for baby is different na tutaongea hiyo mambo ya pesa, nimesikia kuna kitu hapo, we'll talk about that. But for relationship, because I know even for us, if we just want to get these views up and the subscribers, we just need to do a couple of interesting things here.
Imagine say ingekuwa road to
Sasa imagine
happiness.
sasa ina begingi wasika uko na phone, uko naye
to a phone.
tough one, you know. But there's some things if we did, the people would subscribe.
Yeah.
People love these kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is there a limit for you as well? Kama kuna do fulani ikifika.
Nyash kuja.
Nyawira.
Ooh. Yeah, no. I think it's the same. Like you have to, and again, it's a very personal thing. So, and I think when you're having these conversations, it's important to note again, it's all about like people who like, it's all about your personal kind of like whatever your conviction. There are people who are okay living a certain way and just going all the way. Yeah, na kuna wase wenye wanafikiria tu like Moji and Nyawira, you guys are boring, you know? And I'm like, you guys are boring. You guys should. You don't want to do this and this and this and that. And I think you feel it sometimes when you work with some brands. Yeah. Like you work with a brand and you find the person who was there before was like to all out. So
And that's
then,
not you guys.
hey, that's not you guys.
And I almost fainted. I was like, so in between the shoot, I was like, this is my man. This is my man.
cameraman ako,
Hey.
So it's unfamiliar.
hey, what are we doing here? Hey.
Okay. You ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Okay. In your experience, do you think unwillingness to take part in PDA is a red flag? Unwillingness to take part in PDA is a red flag.
Hello.
In your experience, Moji, why don't you speak with us? Calm down.
Calendar. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But it depends. It depends on what levels of PDA. Yeah, it depends on what levels of PDA.
Yeah.
It's like you don't wanna umekuja utakusalimia your person, unamsalimia kawaida na kila mtu.
Hivi kwanza.
Ya ile kila mtu ameweka mkono hivi unazipita. Umemaliza cousins.
Sasa
Kama uko wrestling.
Cut angle.
Yeah. So, I think there are levels to it. I think there are levels to it. So because I think PDA is very wide.
Yeah.
I think
Do you think it affects?
The level of PDA. The question is,
Do you think
a red flag.
your unwillingness
Yeah,
in your experience,
yeah.
do you think unwillingness to take part in PDA is a red flag?
No, there are people who
Unwillingness.
in my like
In your experience,
experience.
do you think unwillingness?
Like not that chick who didn't want to, if she didn't want to show you off, I'm assuming
Do you think it's a red flag?
Oh, that was a red flag. But I also think it's different people, different shows. Because I look at like my folks, my dad, like the most I've seen them do is hug. And that felt like that was a bit too much. Like it's like we had crossed the line. So.
like their
But they've been
boundaries.
together for
Yes.
30 plus years.
Yeah.
So they love each other. They just want to keep it like that.
Yeah, bedroom.
Yeah. So there's that. I think it also depends with personalities.
Okay.
Yeah.
And times.
Why was it a red flag for you with the other chick, Basi?
Kufichwa. Na kuto acknowledgewa na kuto
Now your
introduce.
PDA.
I mean, hiyo yote iko hata tu kufika kwa hiyo level ya PDA.
Oh, okay.
Hiyo ilikuwa tu nimefichwa tu. Yani like the only person alikuwa anajua na
Kuna vile
mwongelesha
anakai.
painful memories.
Kwa hiyo nadhani sitakangi hata stories za Australia. No, but we have to do it twice.
Tawaindi kusomea Australia.
Yeah, at that point, based on the social setting zenye tulikuwa na venye everyone else is at that time, mi kufichwa, I can't be, kwani niko na leprosy.
Kwani niko na shida gani?
Kwani niko na shida gani? So that was a red flag for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. Last question.
Wow.
But kuna watu wengine wanakuwa na legit reasons za kufichana. But msi anangoa.
But you chose the person.
You chose the person.
Fucking old mchangua.
Changua.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know.
But if you chose them, then you should own your choice.
Yeah, agreed.
Own your choice.
Last question.
Which gender do you think most needs public love announcements most?
At which?
Which gender do you think gender do you think most needs the public love announcement most? So which gender is most likely to break a relationship if it's not publicly?
Umerudia tu kule bado. Copy, control C, control V.
Which gender is most likely
to not respect, like if
Boundaries.
I believe is not public, like that anaweza kuja kuleta kenyorilo
because he public.
because he public, because haijulikani.
Unataka kusema?
Iko ni siri. Sisi Suresh.
Yeah.
Why one is
Okay, let's what do
And
you
you
think?
give supporting.
well, I think guys also. So, I think most definitely is women, but I think it also matters to men. Because if I'm not owning you, then you'll have no issue if I'm being hit on by other people. So it'll affect you in a weird way. Because I think you're territorial.
Yeah, but I feel like based on there was this article that was on The Nation, I think this week.
Unasoma gazeti wewe?
Usoma gazeti?
Article.
Acha wewe.
That was talking about
Tusikie kama ilikuwa Nation.
It's
Please
true.
confirm.
yeah, it was Nation. It was talking
Fact
about
checker.
I think 50% of Nairobi women are okay with polygamy.
Polygamy, yes. I saw
that,
that. I saw that one.
Kwani mna bundle?
No, I saw that as well. As long as they're economically comfortable,
As long as they're economically
they're taking care
So they were
of.
saying that women, based on that research, they were more open to share a partner. So I think that alone shows that if you're posting your man, it might even attract more women to him.
Has it attracted, like for you? It's a safe space.
Let me tell you, there's some words on Instagram you may cancel out. You send like this, it doesn't even go through.
It's a
Trying to
firewall.
catch me sleeping.
What's that thing over Israel?
Iron Dome. There's an Iron Dome on my Instagram. You send like this, it goes back to sender. So
God
based
bless.
on that statistic alone, I'd say it's the women. Kwani kuna silent? What about
Unajua anacheka kwa nini? Hiyo Iron Dome most likely Shiro aliweka. Na ukituma message inatumia Shiro mali huko kijiji yenu, chief wenu, mama yako DNA.
Who is this young girl?
DCI ndo huyu hapa.
I think I co-signed with Nyash.
Has you being married and putting your husband out there attracted more people towards you?
For me,
Yeah.
You're pretty girl.
I think
Umekuwa poa.
na
And
yes,
those-
True. God uses people.
God uses men.
to bless men
God blesses men.
through men. Ha.
I don't know how to say this, but it's like the weirdos who will be in your DM.
Yeah.
But I think for me, because my mind is so laser focused, I don't think I've ever
Given to
noticed.
audience.
Yeah. And for you?
Absolutely.
No, it's
Oh. Yeah. Even in person. Yeah. So I think you just get to realize, like, oh, my husband is doing a good job. That's
Also
what.
men,
That's the
most men
perspective.
respect their boundaries. Most men respect boundaries
Yeah.
more than women, and not to say women don't, but most
But the
men-
majority are
most-
women
yeah,
who
most men, like
slip
if,
up.
if they know that this is somebody's wife
Stop it.
and you have a sane mind, most men would try.
The latter is
women-
crucial. A sane mind.
we like to push the boundary a
Yeah.
little bit.
Because maybe she
Especially, I
wants.
think if women find like a made man, yeah, married, it looks responsible with the kids, yeah,
packaged well.
yeah.
So
So
definitely.
there's a thing here. I think both of them count, but I think it could be okay to say most is women, but I think men also have a
Definitely.
part to play.
Most doesn't mean the absence of something. Nah, I need to teach you guys linguistics.
It's the hands like this. The hands like this. Like when you do be one of these those guys who give advice all the time. You have to say
Motivational
there's a
speakers.
dichotomy of whatever.
To be a keynote
Yeah,
speaker.
This is why I keep saying that we have more women who have come online and said, "Me, I like married men."
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen such
Yeah,
videos.
I
Yeah,
only-
And there's a
I
surge
only-
now.
I
Have
only
you felt?
date married men. I only
I
like
have
you hear
seen
them
such
so many
videos,
times.
yeah.
You're like, "Aya, by the way, tuko na demand huku nje." God help us.
Yeah. That's crazy.
God help us. It's true.
and God uses men.
To bless
To
men.
bless men.
Got it.
We've come to the end of
man.
episode 1.
Oh,
Thank
such
you
a
guys
good
so
episode.
much.
Yeah.
I loved it.
The vibes are vibing.
So season 7 Team Twitter.
Unasikianga consistency ya content unaanza
Kabisa.
Kendrick.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming.
We love you guys.
We hope you enjoyed. Please on our invite if we invite you again.
Yeah.
You know we come.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
thank you.
And I just want to do a call out to all like guys who sell rings.
Yeah.
Just send your links up or down. Wanna
Yeah.
see if
To me,
So-
so that I
to
can
Shiro,
get
so
it.
nice rose
mine in
gold.
Congo.
kitu origi though. Kitu
Origi.
yeah.
Don't spam her.
Yeah.
Usimbe ile ring yenye imekuwa imeandikwa Nike. Mercedes. Chalaja.
Nazijua.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We will see you. I think we forgot to mention that we'll have a live at the end of the
Yeah,
year.
we're gonna have a mega, no?
Yeah.
Just a mega live
We
experience.
will see.
Asante sana. We're gonna have the biggest podcast event that has been done in this country. It's gonna be happening
Eastern Central Africa.
Eastern Central
Yes,
Africa.
yes.
Let's even add the northern part.
Yeah.
You know?
Why do we always leave the north?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
put
And South
northern. Cape Town.
Sub-Saharan. Let's go Sub-Saharan.
Gee, so-
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have the biggest podcast live experience that's gonna be happening this year in November.
Yeah.
So start saving up. We're gonna tell you how much it's gonna be, and the experience that's gonna be around it. It's gonna be something that you've not seen before.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now subscribers on your subscribe.
As some subscribers, we have this distance.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Choose
What God
us or
is telling
don't.
you to do? What
You
would
decide.
Jesus do?
It's a November to remember.
Yeah.
And I feel like that camera ndio inafanya nini? The kama ina kageri switch na gongo. We're gonna have the biggest one. It's gonna
Bye,
be the
guys.
biggest one.
See you guys. Thank you so much.